Hello, White Belts. I'm Mr. Teeples. This is Mr. Getty who will be helping me today. All right, so you'll see us when you come back into classes, whenever we come back for that. But right now, we're just watching videos so we can work on some of our materials. So we're going to start off with our warm-up. But before we do that, I'm going to be saying, like, pause, look over a little bit, and do it again. Because we're going to be going a little bit slower, or a little bit quicker than we would in a normal class. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with our warm-up, though. All right, so he's going to start jogging in place. He's going to have his hands into the chain, and then jog in place. He's going to go about level. All right, and then after each warm-up, you can pause and then go over that just for a few minutes. All right, because we're just going to go over these super quick. So then I'll say jump every once in a while. He'll bring his knees up, all the way up to his chest. And he's keeping those hands underneath his chin. All right, and then whenever I say down, he's going to do a burpee. So down, he's going to do a burpee. He's going to do a push-up, and then right back up. He's going to keep jogging. We're going to do that one more time, but when you're at home, you want to do that a few more times, all right, with your kids. All right, so jump, go up a little bit higher, all the way up to his chest, and then down. You do that burpee. All right, good. All right, go ahead and break, Mr. Getty.
Sir.
All right, like I said, all right, make sure that after the warm-up, all right, after each thing, you pause, look over it again, all right, and then go over just a few more minutes than we did. All right, now he's going to go over push-ups. He's going to drop down and take it to push-ups. Now, with the push-ups, all right, he's doing really good push-ups right now, but if you can't do the push-ups, all right, you have still having trouble with this, you can take it to something called negative. So he'll lay flat with his hands on the ground. His chest is actually touching the ground. All right, now when you do this, your knees still don't touch the ground though. So he's going to push himself up. So his knees off the ground, he's going to push himself up and then drop down. Go straight up and then drops down. All right, that's just a little bit easier of a way to do a push-up, and it's still not as bad as doing like a knee push-up. So he's still doing a good push-up, all right, but it's easier for him. All right, and then he's going to take the leg raises. He's going to roll on his back. Taking the leg raises. Now with the leg raises, he wants feet together, legs straight. He's going to go up and down. So he's never going to touch the ground. He's going to go about 6 inches, stop about 6 inches, and he's going to go right back up. You guys a little bit longer. All right, when you guys are at home, you're going to go a little bit longer than he's going. So a few minutes in between for each workout that we're doing. So he's going to go ahead and stand up. Sir. All right, now he's going to go ahead and take it to a stretch. He's going to go feet together. He's going to reach down and touch his toes, or however low he can go. So if he can't touch his toes, go to ankles, shins, all right, however low you can go. All right, and he's going to take his shoulders width, so he's going to walk his feet out just a little bit and touch the ground. All right, and he's going to hold that just for a little bit, and now he's going to walk it out as far as he can. So he's trying to do splits as far as he can, still touching the ground. All right, good. And then we're going to turn to his right leg. So we're going to turn to his right leg, all right, or whatever leg. Doesn't really matter because we're going to switch anyways. And then he's going to switch, go to the other side, and then back to the middle. And he's going to have a seat, take it to a butterfly.
Sir.
All right, now with his butterfly, instead of flapping your legs, you're going to push your legs to the ground with either your elbows or your hands. All right, I usually prefer elbows, but either one works. All right, either one works. He's going to push his legs to the ground. Good. All right, now he's going to go across his legs. Sir. He's going to take one arm to the side, and he's going to pull it in. All right, and like I've been saying, in between each warm-up, all right, look over it a little bit, and go over for like 2 minutes before each warm-up. All right, and he's going to switch other side. Same thing. All right, hands down, go ahead and stand up, Mr. Getty.
Sir.
All right, now from here, we're going to go to work on our stances. Now, if you don't know what stances are, we're going to go a little bit slower than we might normally in normal class. All right, so first thing is going to go to chambers. He's going to have his hands back all the way up against his ribs. Tight fists. They don't want to be loose. Now, he's going to take his left leg, and he's going to go to the mirrors in a front stance. So he's going to go ahead and step out at an angle, so it's a wide stance. He's going to bend that front leg. Now, you know that that front leg is low enough if he can't see his toes. So if he can see his toes right now, he's not bending his knee enough. So he wants to make sure that he's bending that knee enough where he can't see his toes. All right, he's going to go right back up. So that's the front stance. Now, when you do this at home, you can switch it up a little bit. Use your right leg, left leg. It doesn't really matter. All right, but I want you guys to switch it up a little bit. So now he's going to take it to the back stance. Same leg. All right, so left. All right, that works too. All right, so right leg going out to the mirrors. The only thing with the back stance is you're out and this back leg. All right, so if you're facing to the mirrors, your back leg is bending, okay, instead of your front leg. So that's the difference between a front and back stance. And he's going to go back from opposition. Sir. All right, in every stance, he's always going to be in chambers on his ribs. Now for this next stance, we're going to do a horse stance. So he's going to step out just a little bit, almost like the shoulders width. Hands are still in chambers, all the way up against his ribs, and he's going to bend his legs. Bend his legs. Perfect. All right, now he's going really low. If you guys can't go that low, it's okay. All right, but I want you to try to go as low as you can. And try to really, especially this stance, because this works on your legs, try to hold as long as you can. All right, then he's going to go back from opposition. Sir. Now last stance, then we're going to move on to something different, is the riding stance. Now super similar, so he's still going to go about shoulders width, chambers. He's going to bend them just a little bit though. So the horse stance, it kind of hurts if you hold it well. Riding stance, you should be able to hold this for a really, really long time. So just bends it just a little bit. All right, back mob position.
Second.
All right, now from here we're going to move on to our elbows. Now we have 7 elbows. Now if you're newer, all right, I want you to just try to go over these elbows as best you can. When we get back to class, we'll be able to go over them a little bit more in depth. But we're going to go ahead and work on them now. So he's going to go left leg body stance. So he's going to get left leg in front. His left hand is at like a 90-degree angle. So straight and then straight up. Other hand is on his chest. All right, now the first elbow. All elbows first of all, he's going to use his back hand. Back hand always. All right, so he raises his back hand. That's the hand he's going to use on all of his elbows. So for number 1, all right, so he's going to step to the side. He's going to guard with the front hand. And he's going to elbow. All right, he's hitting with his forearm. With elbows, you never want to hit with the actual elbow bone. You want to hit with the forearm or the tricep. So let's do that again. So 1, good. All right, now we're going to move on to number 2. Now number 2, he's hitting with the tricep this time. Number 1 was hitting with the forearm. So number 2, tricep. He's going to go to the side. So he's going to step up. He's going to still guarding, and he's going to elbow to the side. Good. And then back. We're going to have one more time. And 2. Good. And right back. All right, now we're going to move on to number 3. Now 3, still tricep. He's going to the back. He's going to turn only his upper body, not his legs. So go ahead and do number 3, Mr. Getty. Good. Every time that front hand needs the guard, all right, so you don't get hit if you're in a fight. So he's going to do 3 again. Excellent. Now for number 4, he's going to go straight back. So instead of turning his upper body, he's going to go straight back. Still looking behind him, still guarding those. So 4. Good. And 4. Excellent. Now for 5, same idea as 4. 4 goes to like someone's chest. 5 is going to go to someone's chin. So he's going to go up higher this time. So ready? 5. Still guarding, still touching that head. All right, 5. Good. Now for here for 6. All right, he's going to do that uppercut elbow. So it's going to someone's chin, but someone that's right in front of you. So ready? 6. Straight up. And notice his back foot is rotating. So show me that rotation. Good. He goes onto the ball of his foot and then right back in. So we're going to do that one more time. Ready? 6. Good. Now for here for 7, he's going to go up and he's going to drop. Now when you do is don't hop. All right. Your feet should never leave the ground. All right. You're going on your toes just a little bit. On your toes and then down. And you also do not step up. Those are like the 2 most common mistakes with this elbow. So let's do that again. So 7. Goes up, drops down. And his front hand's still guarding. So let's do that one more time. 7. There we go, perfect. All right, go ahead and go back to the mob position.
Second.
All right, now from here we're going to do 1 punch, and then we're going to take it to our pad work. All right, so left leg body stance. All right, notice how he kiosks when he gets in that body stance. A. All right, that's what noise we're going to make every time we get in that body stance. Now for his straight punch, he's going to guard with his front hand, step to the side. All right, he's going to open his body just a little bit. He's going to rotate with the back foot, and he's going to hit straight with that straight punch. So go ahead and do that punch. So straight. There you go, perfect, and then right back. Now, if you have a mirror in front of you, or if you don't, all right, either way, you still want to make sure that if you're aiming at somebody, or if you're in the mirror aiming at yourself, you want to hit the nose. Okay, that's how you know it's a straight punch. Otherwise, it's not going to do as much damage as it could. So he's going to do that again, step aside, rotate, and then right back in. Perfect. All right, back mob position.
Second.
All right, now from here, we're going to go ahead and move on to some pad work. Now, with the pad work, all right, Mr. Getty's going to go ahead and stand over here. Most of you guys probably don't have pads at home, so what you can use instead is like a pillow or just something soft. All right, pillow would probably work the best. So he's going to go ahead and get in a left leg body stance. Facing me. All right, we're going to start with just the straight punch. Now the straight punch needs to be powerful, so you should be able to push me back a little bit. All right, so we're going to do that just 3 times. Do it a few more times when you're at home. All right, we're going to do 3 times so we can go a little bit quicker. So it's going to do 1. Good, so it's powerful. 2 and 3. Good. All right, now from here, I'm going to move to the side just a little bit. All right, so it's not straight. He's going to do the number 1 elbow that we did earlier. All right, so it's still powerful, still wants to push me back a little bit. All right, go ahead. So 1, good, 2, and 3. All right, now with this elbow, you would normally be hitting someone's face, but we're not going to hold the pad by our face, all right, so we don't get hit. We're going to hold to the body at the moment. All right, and then we're going to do one more. We're going to do the number 2 elbow. Now for the number 2 elbow, I'm going to stand to the side. So he's still facing this direction, still facing that direction. He's just going to go ahead, step back, and elbow me over here. So we're going to go ahead, 1, good, 2, and 3. Good. All right, back to my position.
Sorry.
All right, now we're here. Last thing we're going to do today, all right, or almost last thing, is we're going to go ahead and work on our balance. So eventually we're going to work on kicks. Not next week, but maybe the week after that. We're going to start working on some kicks. So he's going to work on his balance. So he's going to go ahead and balance on one leg. Doesn't matter which one. Okay, so he can start, you can do 3 different ways. He can start just a little bit off the ground. He can start knee up, like belt level. And then he can start doing a couple kicks. Kicking out a little bit. All right, so those are the 3 different levels I want you to do. So if you are having trouble with this, just lift it off the ground, just a little bit like he's doing right there. If that's too easy, lift that knee up. And if that's too easy, start kicking a little bit. Good. All right, so go ahead and hold your leg up this time. Now from here, for parents, you may not have a ball at home, all right, but you might, all right. If you don't, use something like a pillow or anything that they can catch, all right, that won't break. So if you have a ball though, use a ball, all right. He needs to still balance on one leg, and I'm gonna throw it to him, he needs to catch it. So I throw it, he catches it, throws it back. Keep doing that, throws it, catch it back. All right, we're gonna go ahead and stop that for right now, but make sure when you're at home, practice that more. You can guys practice that a lot, all right, because balance is something you can use anywhere, not just martial arts. All right, now the last thing we're gonna do is like our end drill. He's gonna go ahead and stand right in front of me. All right,
Sure.
Now for parents, you would be the ones, so turn around, you're gonna face me. All right, for parents, you're gonna be the ones that are swinging. So we're gonna do evade the sword. Now, some of you may not have like a noodle like we use in class. All right, so like a pool noodle. If you have a pool noodle, you can use that. All right, but most of you probably don't, so we're just gonna use our arms. So, I'm gonna be swinging to his head, he's gonna duck, okay? If I swing to his feet, he's gonna jump. If I swing straight down, he's gonna move to the side. Now, when you're swinging at your kids, make sure that we're going, all right, slow at first, all right, so we don't accidentally hit them, and then you can start going faster after. So slow, and then start going faster. So I'm still gonna say, so head, he ducks. Feet, I want to make sure it's low so it doesn't trip on my hands. I need to go low. Feet, jumps, and then down. Moves aside and goes right back where he was earlier. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stop there for now. All right, so it's back to my position. Sorry. All right, and that's all we have for today. All right, so if it was your first time, all right, with us, all right, I hope you guys come back whenever we start classes back up again. All right, but that's all. All right, so goodbye.